What's up, guys? Tom Macdonald just dropped a new song, almost an album, I wish. He just dropped a new song. Names, you can see it right there on the screen. You can see his face. You know how we do it on this channel. We're going to hop right in. Christian rapper reacts. Let me move my mic up a bit. I might be a little quiet. Sorry, guys. Apologies. All right, let's get right into this. Whoops.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names.
As usual, Tom Macdonald right off the bat with nothing but facts. I like how he just gets right into it too. You know, not a lot of rappers do that, and sometimes it's nice that they get right into it. No 20 seconds, 30-second intro, and you know what I mean. It's just right into it. But yeah, he's spitting facts. I mean, that says it all right there. That picture says it all right there. I mean, I've been called a lot of those, if not all of them, pretty much. And it's not true. You know, I love everybody equally. You know, I really do. I love everybody. You know, I don't have... Hate has no room in my heart for anybody. And sometimes that's tough, you know, especially when somebody hates me. You know, it's tough to show them love back. It's a challenge sometimes, but regardless, they don't care, you know, especially when it comes to politics. It seems more and more these days, people just, they put labels on you and they're done. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. And it's not true though. You know, you can't just put a label on somebody and then push them off to the wayside, because we're more than just the labels that we have. I mean, people identify as all kinds of things, you know, and I'm not talking about gender ideology. I'm talking about, you know, people call themselves conservatives, Democrats, Christian, atheist. They label themselves as white, black, African American, you know, you name it. People have labels of themselves and people get labels from other people, but that does not identify you. You know, you are what you do, what you say. You are much more than just a simple label, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We'll get back into this.
They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane, and they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake, cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days.
Okay, I gotta stop there. He's saying a lot of stuff. First of all, he said, call me racist. I've never donated to BLM because I don't need a corporate face to tell me I'm not racist. And that's true. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm not racist. I don't even need colored folk to tell me I'm not racist. Okay, I'm going to treat them as equals. I'm going to treat them the same way I would treat everybody else, and I'm going to love them the same way I love everybody else. And if they want to call me racist, that's just a label. You know, he said, call me transphobic if you want, but I can't ignore the basic science of biology. And that's another thing that, you know, people are going to call me transphobic, but I can't. There's science for a reason, and the left loves to ignore it, and people of all types of political backgrounds, religious or not religious backgrounds, that love to ignore science when it helps them out. But you really can't do that, especially when it's something so basic and concrete as biology in terms of gender. So, yeah. But they're all just names, as he's saying. I mean, you don't have to, if somebody, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, right? But words, they're just words. If we just let them slide off, if we can just learn to move to listen to people, and if they call us names, if they say this or say that, and if we just move on, life would be a lot easier for us. And he also said, call me snowflake because I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. That's another thing. A lot of people think that it's just wrong to be offended nowadays. But the thing is, it's wrong to be offended about certain things because certain things are either really small and just not worth getting offended about. But some things we should be offended about. Look at how they're treating our kids in public schools. We should be offended about that. It's just terrible what they have in public schools going on in some of these schools. I mean, I'm sure not all of them are. I'm not going to judge all of them, but, being offended isn't inherently wrong. It's just what you're offended by. Some people are offended by facts, and that shouldn't be, but some people are offended at the outrageous crimes against humanity that are happening in the schools and in the streets, and that is more than appropriate.
Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me triggered. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog, do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog, we feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog, do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog, we feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
That's a good hook. I like that. I'm not sure how serious he was. I think he said at one point, hold on, let me rewind it really quick.
Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord.
Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. I don't know if he's being 100% serious. I know a lot of people kind of look at like religious as like, well, that's good if you have it because, that you have some morals you stand by and that, especially conservatives will be like, well, I'm glad you're religious, but maybe a lot of them aren't, right? What I find interesting, though, or what I want to say is I 100% am serious when I say I hope you find the Lord. I'm not going to get out preachy, but I'm just saying that.
Give a damn about the names, dog, we feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. Repeat it till you really start believing what they say. They gon' stamp it on your forehead and scream it till you break. They love to say they woke, they not awake. They're just names, afraid of anyone who ain't the same. So they classify your thoughts as controversial, not okay. Then they cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to tell the world you bad, they're just names. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world cause they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil, I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive, I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated. Call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy. Call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names.
Okay, I keep wanting to pause it, but I don't want to pause it too much for you guys. He says a lot of stuff there, and he's just kind of, repeating himself, throwing in some, new things that, they are really just names, like I've said and like he said. One thing I do want to highlight is he said that people being equal in everything is not going to help. And that is 100% true. I mean, you look at any sort of field, Maybe women, maybe there's more women or maybe there's more men. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If we're equal in that way. And the absurdity of being equal in every way can get carried so far. I mean, equality in pay. I mean, that's important, but, you also got to think about, what about tenure? What about, different positions held at a certain job or whatever? And it's like, you're not going to get equality of anything. And that's totally fine. That's the way it should be. Because if it was equality in every single way, society would collapse. We do, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But I think we do need some sort of hierarchy of, the more work you put in, the more successful you are, the more money you're going to make. And the less work you put in, the less money you're going to make, the less successful you're going to be. And I think that's totally fine. And I think that people just don't really understand that you can't have equality to a certain extent. You can have it, but only to a certain extent, if that makes sense. I'm kind of not making any sense. Maybe I am. I hope I am. Anyways, let me know if I should keep pausing this more, because I don't want to pause it for the sake of you guys, because then I'm just pausing it everywhere, but I also don't want to not pause it at all, because I'm obviously reacting to it, but I'm not trying to put too much commentary on it. Whatever. We'll get back into it.
Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. Your sticks and your stones might break my bones, but your words don't hurt. So give me your worst. Stupid loser, ugly poser, moron, liar, crazy loner. Go ahead and call us names.
Hold on. Those are some really good vocals there.
Don't hurt. So give me your worst. Stupid loser, ugly poser, moron, liar, crazy loner. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
Wow, that was Names by Tom Macdonald. As usual, fire. As usual, spitting facts. As usual, very good production, very clean vocals. I really like the vocals there on that bridge, like the second half of the bridge. They weren't like outstanding vocals. They just sounded really pleasant to hear, I guess. I don't know. This might sound a little weird, but they sounded really pleasant to hear. I don't know. But yeah, I think we all have to keep in mind that labels, one, they do not define us, and two, they're just words. And I mean, we are the ones that put weight into these words. People can say anything, and some people will take it the wrong way, and it's because they're the ones putting the weight on it. They're the ones putting the meaning behind it that hurts them, ultimately hurts them, or hurts ourselves, right? So if we listen and people call us names, or people say this or that, they're just words. We are the ones that have a choice when we hear these words and these names. Are we going to put weight behind them? Are we going to put meaning behind them? And if we are we going to let that affect us? It's very easy for me, personally, from experience, when people criticize me, even in constructive criticism, it's very easy for me, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate, to put a negative meaning behind it. When somebody tries to help me out by giving me constructive criticism, I often think of it as, okay, I'm not good enough. That's what they're telling me. Okay, I need to do better. I'm not good enough. It's that kind of mentality, and it takes work, and I've gotten to a point where, I can take constructive criticism pretty well, at least I better than I used to. And it takes work to recognize that they're just words, they're just labels. I'm the one putting the meaning behind it. I'm the one putting the weight behind it. And I'm the one choosing, am I going to let this affect me? Because that's the business everybody should be in, is the business of bettering ourselves. On that note, I did just release a song on YouTube. Should be out on Spotify next week on the 22nd, called Working on Myself. So normally I wouldn't plug my music anywhere, especially here, or not especially here, but normally I wouldn't plug in my music, but that was kind of a nice segue. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go show Tom Macdonald some love. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.